right. Greetings, grand rising, good day, and welcome to you all. You are tuned in to the one and only. And we want to wish you all a happy Valentine's Day for those of you that are just celebrating love in general, whether you're with a partner or not. But we are tuned in. We are here with you all, and I'm glad you all are tuned in to have a conversation following up from last week where we spoke about the physical heart and caring for what carries us. We're rolling right into the next conversation, which is the emotional heart, healing what we carry inside. So make sure you all hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and we'll be right back with this conversation. All right. Welcome, everyone. How is everyone doing? We hope you are well on this second Saturday of February 2026. I'm going to tell you right now, I am comfortable. Queen Edith looks ravishing. She looks lovely today. I am
And
in my slugging clothes. Okay. I'm ready to celebrate Valentine's Day back in that bed with my king in just a minute when we get done here. So I apologize. I am dressed down today, and so we'll just let Queen Eva shine by herself in that aspect. I got
you
my glasses
shine
on,
just
I got
as
the
you are,
makeup
Queen.
on.
You shine just as you are. I was able to get up earlier, go get some exercise in. Yay.
Yes,
So
love it.
yes, we you're shining just as you are,
Thank
Queen.
you, Queen. Thank
What
you.
is different is you wearing the glasses. I'm not used to you always having it, but
I have my makeup on all the time, so I don't have the makeup. I've got to wash my hair. So I don't want to. I have to, I wash in the sink because I like to deep condition it. So it wasn't no sense to doing it in the shower. I like to deep condition it, so it's going to be a process. So having everything just run down my face, I wasn't going to do
oh
it.
yeah.
So now you've got this natural look, you all. I'm not going to let you all too close because I do not have my eye makeup on. But
And you
I
are
love myself enough to
beautiful.
be here with you all.
The makeup enhances the beauty
Yeah.
that you already have. We are glad you're here. That's all that
Yes,
matters to
yes,
me, though. So,
absolutely. And we're glad that all of you are here. Grand rising to my queen
indeed.
mother. Yes, yes. So, with that being said, we're gonna let Queen Edith bring us in. She's done a great job orchestrating our conversations for the month, and they just flow so beautifully. So we're gonna have the conversation today about the emotional healing, what we carry inside. I know I want to tap into a little bit on the conversation on the dating scene today, as we are healing emotionally on the inside and doing self love. I do want to tap into a little bit of dating, and I've been out of the game for almost 20 years. And I'm glad because it looks scary out there. So we're going to talk about some healing first with self.
You better be glad because I'm telling you, it is scary. It's a jungle out there.
It seems
It's a
so.
jungle out there, and I don't want to put myself out there. I got to be dug and found.
See?
I got to be dug and found. I'm not gonna. Some it's I guess I will be explored somehow, but at this point, It's a jungle.
It
It's
is.
a jungle, but wow, 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 wow. Happy Valentine's Day, family. How are you celebrating the day? And considering the occasion and what is going on in February, our theme has been matters of the heart, right? That's our theme for the month of February, matters of the heart. Today we are literally not talking about the proverbial heart, emotions, feelings, attachment issues, okay? All of those things. That's what we are talking about. So we are not only talking about the organ called the heart that is visible. We are talking about the heart that is literally invisible. We are talking about the space inside you where attachment forms, expectations live, and love either heals or harms. Somebody would ask, can love harm? Yes, love can harm you.
Mm.
You can love the wrong person to harm you. But the key question I want to ask is this: how is it that we abandon ourselves when we think we are in love with someone? Put ourselves in a position where we are harmed emotionally because we haven't also learned to love ourselves well. Anyway, so right now we are not just talking about relationships as in romantic relationships. We want to bring it all together with even family love, family relationships, um colleagues, working with colleagues. How do you put yourself out there? How do you build a boundary or build boundaries to protect your heart? And in what ways and with whom can you be fully vulnerable? Knowing that you've learned to love yourself as you're loving others, not abandon yourself in love. We're gonna dig in. We want to keep it casual, but we still want to have a conversation that is beneficial for your time. So, once again, this is peak wellness
Yes.
hour, talking about the wellness of the whole being, holistic wellness, not just an aspect. It embodies the body, the soul, and the spirit, everything within. What is love? Is a question I want to ask you. How would you define love? Before we go, I'll have Queen take over. Thank you.
Feel free to go ahead and drop those comments.
What is love is a question.
Yeah.
Hiya, Theo, King Theo. How are you doing, my man, my
Yeah.
friend?
I think it's interesting um, when you said abandoned self. That is an interesting way to put that. That's a very interesting way to put that. And that is so true. It's like we just lose self sometimes in unhealthy relationships and unhealthy situations. And you watch people and you watch them, as you go get older, or you're in it for an extended period of time, you watch people and how they respond to different things, how they interact with different people anymore. And when they realize that they don't know self anymore, it looks traumatizing, to see, that it's an identity crisis, it really is. When you've spent all this time consumed in someone or other people, other things that don't benefit you, that don't align. I'll say that they don't align, and when you do, I say it's funny with the word abandon because you it's a choice. You just a lot of us, we just lose ourselves, but sometimes we just pick up and go, and we're just gone from reality when it comes to dealing with different relationships. That's an interesting word that you use to describe that.
I use it and I don't use it loosely because
Mm-hmm.
when you get to a place where the next person, the person you love outside of you,
Mm-hmm.
takes over everything to the place where you neglect self. Okay, you don't take care to groom. You don't take care. You continue to wear old clothes. And I'm not talking about financial situations. I'm talking about just, it doesn't have to be expensive, but wear something decent. Carry yourself. You're so engrossed with keeping the house clean, making sure everything is perfect. You go work, you come back, you put food on the table. Julie, where is the love? And so many of us right now are loving out of pain, out of negative experiences, out of brokenness. We are not healed. So we don't come fully. We don't. You see, I keep saying this, that I want to bring my best self into the room at all times. When I look at my life, look at the mirror, and I'm not talking about just physical, everything I am I bringing my best self into any relationship, whether it's my professional relationship, whether it's my relationship with Queen G and other female friends, male friends, or even if there's, an intimate relationship, am I bringing my best self into it? Healed, whole, ready to receive and ready to give wholesomely. Okay, but many of us are doing this out of brokenness, unhealed trauma. And that's where our pain is coming from. It comes start from when we haven't learned to love and appreciate self. So if I don't love me and I don't appreciate me, why would I expect somebody else to do the same for me?
You know what? I think that it's not even in a lot of situations anymore, in unhealthy situations, it's not expected. If I love you, I don't expect you to love me like I love you. It's you. Does that make sense? I guess the
Right, but
mindset.
you see, I expect you to love me like I know love, and that's why they're what we call the love languages.
Hmm.
Okay, like I know love, but you know what? What is love? What is love? How do you define love? What is love? It's sacrificial. Sacrifice is not abandonment, though. It's willing to go all out for the person you love to ensure that they are where they need to be without doing all the work for them. Sometimes people have to arise. Hi, Queen Kathy. Welcome. It's good to see you. Happy
Safe
Saturday.
travels.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Yes. Go
Queen, how do we define love? From where I sit as a Christian, okay, there's one thing that teaches me love. For God so loved the world that he gave. Love is given. It's sacrificial. But it's not abandonment. If I'm not given, the first thing we give, as God taught us, is himself. He gave himself for us. Oh, she's driving. Oh, drive safe, Queen.
ahead.
Right. The first thing God gave is himself. So if I'm bringing self into a relationship, Queen, and self is not good enough, it's not coming whole, it's not coming healed. All I'm looking for is trauma bonding or misery loves company kind of relationship. That's trauma bonding. Then what I'm given is not enough. then what I'm given is not enough. And I need us to think very well. Okay, okay, you've broken that down. There's the erotic love, right?
I'm gonna put
The
them all up.
intense, why can't I see this? The intense, passionate. That erotic happens between husband and wife. Oh, that's the only way I can put it. People who are in love with each other in a marital situation, that's erotic. Okay. There's the philia or the familiar love, which is, the philia is friendship. And the familiar, is it the familiar or filial? The familial is
Zephilia.
family.
Mm-hmm.
It's family. Okay. All right, but there's also the agape, right? There's also the agape, which is the unconditional love, like the love that God or Christ has loved us with. Okay, as human beings and individuals, without God is, you see, all of these must come together in a relationship to make the love solid.
I'm listening to you, Queen. I'm throwing these up.
Oh, Ludus, that's another one, but that's really related to eros. That's part of the erotic love.
Let's see.
I wonder where that word came from, but that's connected to the erotic love.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all of them is erotica. Mania is mania. It's crazy love. It's obsession. No, mania is obsession. I'm so obsessed with you. If I can't have you, nobody can have you, kind of thing. That goes into unaliving. That is something that nobody wants to live with. But today we are celebrating Valentine's Day. Many young men and many young women today, a lot of babies are going to be made because of flowers. No, because of flowers, because of ice cream, because we're going out to eat. I'm buying you fried rice from Ghana. I'm doing this for you, and I take you to the place. We do things together, and then after that, it's misery. Because you're pregnant for a man who is not, or you made a woman pregnant who you don't really want to spend the rest of your life with. Let's be careful in the state when we make these emotional choices and decisions. You're going to make a baby that you didn't plan for, all because someone bought you flowers. And they have no plan of taking you anywhere, but just to spend the night with you, do whatever it is they want to do with you. And then the rest of the time, now you're fighting for child support. You're worrying. You can't be pregnant and go to school. Your life is short. Your life purpose is over. And we make emotional decisions for lifetime. That impacts us for a lifetime. We've all been there, made certain mistakes. It's not worth it. That's not love. That's really not love. Queen Randa, Queen Mother, yeah, that's not love. Seriously, that's not love of self. That's not thinking about the consequences of our actions in the moment situation.
Absolutely.
So why are we putting ourselves in such situation?
I don't know. Again, a lot of it comes back down to, like you said, brokenness and being and healed. What do you got? You got little love letters over there. What you grinning about? What are you grinning about?
Who?
You.
Me.
Look at you. What are you? All right, let's pick which one of these Queenie is going through over there. And she's popping chocolates, okay? I
Happy
love it.
Valentine's Day.
I love it.
I don't even know why I put that chocolate in my mouth right now.
Cause you're looking at something that made you happy. Y'all watch your
What
face.
did you say, Queen?
Watch her face, y'all. Watch her face. Who's on the phone
I
now?
should watch my face.
No, I'm telling them to watch your face. Who's on the phone? Who's calling? Anyhow, you all.
Queen. Nobody is calling.
I'm not gonna say any names, but there's somebody I know.
Nobody is calling.
Okay. There's
Look at my
somebody I know,
finger.
and then
Let me see your finger.
I know, right?
Look at me.
Okay. You look happy.
I'm single. Right.
Yes.
I'm very single. And I love it. Let's talk about that though.
Mm-hmm.
In days like this, when you're single and you're seeing all these men and women and couples and doing fun things, and you feel like, where is mine? Get yourself some chocolate. Look nice. Put your feet up. Go get a massage.
Mm-hmm.
All the sleep. Love you.
There you go.
Treat yourself good. If you can buy yourself something nice that you love, you can afford it, buy it for you. Buy yourself roses. Seriously. You see, there is a reason for, the season of singlehood. Get to know yourself. Figure out your purpose. Live out your purpose. Live your life as you know to live it as a single. Enjoy it. I don't believe I said that. I am enjoying my single life too much. To the point that if you don't come right, I will turn you around. Seriously. I'm content. And we all need to be in that place where we are not constantly looking for where the spouse will come from. Just live your purpose and enjoy life, and you will attract the right partner who will be a partner in life, taking you, pushing you, urging you, because your purposes will align. A lot of people are marrying for love. I'm telling you, I know love is important. But when there's no purpose for that love, it's going to end up becoming doom. Whilst you're trying to go left, your spouse is trying to go right. Nothing is aligning. There's no center way. You could be going left, he could be going right, but there has to be a center where the two of you are passionate about something together.
Yeah. And
Did you see what your mom said?
Yes.
From every Friday from When I lived in Washington D.C., like I took the train, and the train station I went to in the summer, they had bunches of roses for like $2, $3 because it was blooming. And I also buy some and put it. I'm gonna go get flowers from Kroger today since nobody's buying me one. I'm gonna get some. Do something. Treat yourself.
Absolutely.
When you know how to treat yourself, when someone comes and is not treating you right, you know it. If I could do this for myself, you can do it for me. I'm gonna keep doing it for myself, but we probably don't have a place. Seriously. Value yourself.
Earlier, I think a lot of times people, when they're loving on someone, like I said, that they don't feel like it's a requirement to expect love back. You know, does that make
Why
sense?
not?
I don't know. I've seen it. And you
But do
know
you
what? I've seen
agree
it more
with
so
it
with
though?
women than men, where you pour all of this energy, all this time into this man, but you don't expect this man to love you like you love him. And women people make excuses for poor behavior. Didn't have to do that. I miss independent kind of thing, those mindsets, but you're pouring your all into somebody, and there's no expectation of there's no
Does
expectation.
expecting love back? Let me ask you, does expecting to be loved make you less independent?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Love is reciprocal.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, the Bible says, for God so loved the world
Mm-hmm.
that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in him should not perish but have everlasting life. But he did it so we will receive love and love him back. Jesus said, if you love me, he expects us to love him back. It is requested, said, love the Lord your God with all your heart. Listen, even God, even God wants us to love back. D-May is high. We're talking about love, emotional love. I mean, this whole thing is turned into Valentine and loving self and loving each other and what it looks like. Okay, even God requires us to love him back. When he put Adam in the garden, he said, it is not good for this man to be alone. Listen, if you can love me, maybe I don't need you, because I want to be loved. And I want to love. It makes the heart settle. Mm-hmm. Nothing wrong with that. All these connotations of I don't deserve love, but Queen, I quit talking.
You know what? On top of love, I need some respect. That is non-negotiable. That's non-negotiable in
It
any
should go
relationship.
with it. It should
Yeah,
go with
that's
it.
definitely non-negotiable, and that's with any relationship. Especially outside of intimate relationships. That respect is important. You don't have to love me in outside relationship, but the respect is.
Then that's not love. If you're being disrespected, you're being
Mm-hmm.
dishonored, you're being devalued, then that's why I asked the question, what does love mean to you? What does it look like in action?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you claim you love me and you badmouth me to your friends and family, that if I make a mistake, you can gently correct me, but you have to talk down at me. Is that love? So, in action, what does love look like to you? Because you can't separate respect from love. You can't separate giving from love. You can't separate honor from love. You can't separate. They are infused.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They are infused. I have always said that I cannot be in a relationship with a man I cannot respect.
Mm-hmm.
I will lose love for you if I can't respect you.
Mm-hmm.
You see, so you can't be in a relationship with somebody you can't respect, you can't honor. It may be in a real love relationship. It may be anything else but love relationship.
Mm-hmm.
It may be anything else. Yeah. So no, let's not put love separate from respect. You see,
Yeah.
when you are in love and you are married, the Bible talks about the two of you being one. You cannot disrespect your own self. In fact, you shouldn't. But if you do, then there's a question about me dishonoring you. If I'm not treating myself right, that's why I said, what does it look like for you? And are you loving yourself? Because That's why you need to come home. Because the way I treat me, I'll treat you the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Most likely.
Mm-hmm. I
Most
agree.
likely. Most
I agree.
likely. You have to come home. We are in relationships out. We are trauma bonding.
Yeah.
And that's why there's so much toxicity.
Mm-hmm.
You
Absolutely.
know, that's why there's so much toxicity. So well, Queen. It's Valentine's Day. The world says the day of love.
Let me ask you, and I'm going to ask the audience also. Do you feel like it is difficult to have love for other people in general? Because I don't feel it's difficult. I mean, just in general. Let me see which one of those I want to use up here. Which term I want to use. Just in general, where you're just kind to people. You just show love for. I don't think it's difficult to be kind. I don't think it's difficult to say thank you when somebody opens the door. I don't think it's difficult to say please. I don't think it's difficult to help someone in need. I just don't. I don't think, I think being hateful and malice and vindictive is so much more complicated than just having love for. And I want to use it like that because I want to make the distinction where you don't love just having love for people. I don't know. What do you think? I don't think it's difficult.
Queen, this is the way I put it.
Mm-hmm.
We can't pour from a place that is empty.
That's
When
true.
all we have known is hate and disdain and anger and frustration,
Mm-hmm.
it's difficult for you to even, it's annoying for someone to smile at you.
Mm-hmm.
Let me give you a classical example. Many, many, many years ago, ancient of days ago, I used to take the train I lived in Northern Virginia, worked in Washington, D.C. Now take the train. Early morning, my work started at 6:30, so by 5:30, I was on my train. I took two trains. And everybody is sitting in the train early morning. And most people are like almost angry or sleepy, or they've made their life in such a way that I haven't had my coffee, don't talk to me attitude.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll smile. And one day somebody looked at me and said, "What are you smiling at? What is there to smile about?"
Mm-hmm.
It had nothing to do with me. But it can be difficult if it is, you haven't known that. You haven't known to be kind. You haven't learned it. You haven't taught it. You haven't lived it. You haven't experienced it.
Mm-hmm.
To be kind and say, "Thank you very much. Good morning. I hope you have a pleasant day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I am so sorry. I hope your day feels better. I hope your day gets better." I worked in customer service where people will walk to the desk already screaming. They are angry. So the
Mm-hmm.
slightest thing you say, they won't even let you finish your sentence. They jump up and they start yelling. I had to learn that it wasn't about me. It was easy for me to be calm and gentle, keep my
Mm-hmm.
tone down, and relate to them. And eventually, they feel ashamed and they walk away. But
Mm-hmm.
it can be difficult for the one who hasn't known any better,
That's fair.
who is angry at the world. For
That's
me,
fair.
it's not difficult to say good morning, to say thank you. I
Yeah.
hope your day is better. For me, it's not difficult.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what kind of day I'm having. I can still smile at you and say, "I hope your day is better than mine," and I'll laugh
Yeah.
and walk away. It makes me laugh. It makes them laugh, you know,
Mm-hmm.
because that's just it. When you're so angry and full of malice and you feel the world is out to get you, okay? And so everybody is out to take advantage of you. Yeah, you're ready to fight a fight that is a wrong fight. So I
Mm-hmm.
can see how people will not be nice and kind. It's not important.
Yeah.
That's not important to them at all. So
Yeah.
yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
And there are so also people who are just full of hate just
Mm-hmm.
because of the
Mm-hmm.
way they are raised.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this race battle, and I hate that just because, oh, she's different because she's black, and they look at you a certain way just because of your skin tone. They haven't been taught better.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't been taught better.
Yeah.
And they grow with it. And they're miserable, but they continue to be.
Mm-hmm.
It's terrible. It's
Yeah.
a shame because it comes back to us. So yeah, I can see how it will be difficult for people to be just kind.
Yes. As y'all see, I'm not a mean person because I'm not accustomed to it.
Yeah.
So let me ask you. Let's look at the dating scene. I'm curious, and whoever is in the virtual building, feel free to give your
I
insights.
am dating. I am dating. You can ask me dating question. Doesn't mean I know everything though.
Well, what? How do you feel? My thing is there is there a real issue with being single? I think that, and I believe we may have talked about this before on this platform, in a different kind of sense. But I think with dating, just having that solitude and being by yourself, it's I enjoy being married. I'm just saying, if you are single, it's something to enjoy.
I
Take
am
that time to
enjoying my
develop yourself. Take
singlehood,
that time to flourish. Take that time to find you and rediscover yourself. I think
queen.
people make it like it's a negative thing, especially on Valentine's
My
Day.
husband walks out of my life in 2021. Between 2021 and 2026, I've been to school. I'm in my mental health. I've started peak home care. Do you understand? I've started a church. The growth, the growth. Listen, the growth. I see Edith growing every day.
Mm-hmm.
And I told a friend maybe 3 to 6 months ago, and I said to him, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I wouldn't change this app for anything.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're married to, that's how you should be. You should enjoy your marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Don't fake it, enjoy it. If there are issues, get help. Counseling is a powerful weapon. Mental health counseling is a gift.
Mm-hmm.
Let's explore it. If you're single and you can't figure out how to live alone, you're queen for 4 5 years. I never dated.
Mm-hmm.
I never dated. I never even looked at a man like that. I was not in any intimate kind of relationship with anyone. I'm not even talking about sex. I was not in any kind of intimacy. No.
Mm-hmm.
And I used that time wisely. And I won't change anything.
Mm-hmm.
There is nothing wrong with being single. You are not less than because you are single.
Mm-hmm.
You are not less than because you are not affianced, you don't have a boyfriend, you are not less than. It's an opportunity to get home, to pursue purpose. Some of us, it took us 50 years, but I wish I had some of these things when I was younger. Get to know self, love self, enjoy self, live with self, do things if you can afford it. Take trips. I have a guest in my house this morning. He gets up, picks it up his bag. He's going out of state, just driving. out of state, do something. Thanksgiving, I said to my niece, come, let's go to Canada. We took a car, we drove through Canada. That's what I want to do. And by God's grace, when someone comes into my life and it becomes a serious situation, we are moving forward, I am happy too.
Mm-hmm.
But that is a season. Life is lived in seasons.
Mm-hmm.
This is your single season, my dear. If you don't enjoy it, you will regret it. I've been in both worlds.
Mm-hmm. And I'm asking because we
both.
are focusing on marriage next week. We're going to touch on married relationships. So that's why, for all you listening, again, I'm happily married. I don't want you to think that I'm trying to jump on the single bandwagon. We're just structuring these conversations.
It's important because we don't talk about it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, you can be anything you want to be. To be honest with you, single time is preparation time for what is ahead of you. You come into a relationship full, whole, ready to bring your very best into it. Mm-hmm. Whatever that looks like for you. And also, generally, what you know is acceptable. Mm-hmm. Work on yourself, get the healings. If you're divorced, why did you get divorced? What did you do wrong? It takes two. Mm-hmm. Everything takes two. If the marriage is going to work, it takes two. Right. Happy you're married. There's something beautiful about having a partner to do life with. But until that partner comes, and he will come, and she will show up, you will find her. Become a better version of you. So he will come and enjoy you, not endure you.
You know what? I was watching something the other day. So you all know I drive. I'm sorry, I'm sending this message. I drive for nursing.
Someone said she's going to officiate my wedding, Queen G. Oh, yay.
I've been messing with her about that. I was watching something the other day. So with me driving, I am a safe driver. I'm going to say that. But I do like to listen to my little TV shows. And I've been going past these shows because I try to watch, like you all see me post the Gaia feature films or whatever. And I haven't done it for a long time, but I'm going to start getting back into it. I'm going to see if I can find one today. So you all check Facebook and YouTube. YouTube under posts, I think. Maybe by the end of the day. And I'll see if I can find one about this conversation. But anyways, in the car, I'll just listen. I'll just run through a bunch of silly series that I've not seen, so I've been trying to use up my Netflix because I pay $30 a month for Netflix. So I try to get on Netflix every chance I get and watch all these stuff because I'm upset about that. And that's just a choice. I need to love my finances a little better and cut it off. So, but anyways, I'm watching this series and it was 7 seasons. And I think by the 5th, maybe the 4th season, but by the 5th season, I stopped and I said to myself, knowing there was 2 or 3 more seasons, I said, I should go back and count how many people these characters have slept with. Because you had like 5 or 6 main characters. And each of them are just jumping in and out of relationships, It's like you break up with this one and you're mad. And so you this rebound situation off the bat, then you hit this one back up, And I'm like, this is just messy. But when I think about how we are programmed and disillusioned with this television, it makes it look like it's okay to jump in and out of relationships with no consequence, with no issues with soul ties, to call them trauma ties. When we were talking about the manic love earlier, that's where that comes from. People being crazy because you're jumping in and out of relationships that are not safe on all kinds of different levels. I don't think I can get past a commercial break without seeing, and no disrespect to anyone, but without seeing a PrEP commercial. You got 4 or 5 different drugs. for AIDS prevention and HIV prevention. And the way they do the stereotyping, look at those commercials. What kind of images are they showing you? What
Oh
are they
my
pushing?
God.
You know, the propaganda is so crazy. So I said to say, be careful what you allow. We're talking about what we carry in the inside. It's a lot of times what we allow in. Again, I finished the season. I finished the whole series. That garbage. I enjoyed the series, but if you think about it, it was just smut. It was just garbage. I won't say that because I did like the series, but it was just, just feeding into that propaganda, and you see it all the time on television. The Real Housewives, wherever, hip hop, this, Atlanta, that, wherever's going on, you have women half naked at the breakfast table. Why are we dressed in evening gowns and prom gowns to go to McDonald's?
Even when they're selling cars.
You
Even
know?
when they're selling cars.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They're showing a naked woman to sell a
Mm-hmm.
car.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So it's something to think about, what you allow in. And then the propaganda, that's what I'm saying, where you're disillusioned, where you can just jump around, you can do whatever you want to do, and there's no consequence in any kind of relationship. And there is. So I think understanding and respecting love, um, understanding it's so important. And it starts with self. It starts with loving self, understanding self. We talked about boundaries before. Not walls, just guidelines. You don't have to build up walls around everybody. You don't have to make yourself unapproachable, but setting boundaries to where if it's not the right person to approach you, they don't feel comfortable doing so. So think about that, you all.
And you see, knowing self all start with being single. We all were single before we ever will become married or are married. Okay. And your single moments are so important. Are so important. Your single days are important. Learn, grow, mature, develop, love, enjoy life. Don't jump around into people's bed. That's not part of love. Why is everybody calling me at
Somebody
this
wants
time?
you, Queen. Somebody wants you.
You know, you know, Queen, you're distracting me.
I'm not distracting you. Your phone. Whoever's looking for you, somebody's looking for you, Queen. Someone looking for you. I'll
You
officiate
think
your
it's
wedding
one
too. Let
person
me
calling you.
officiate
It's
your wedding.
different. Different. Oh, yeah, you have someone for me. You have someone for me. Please introduce him. Don't jump into bed. That's not part of love. It's
Not.
part of marriage, not just part of love. Because someone says, I love you, doesn't mean you should jump into bed. There are consequences to that thing. I don't want to get into the spiritual part of sex right now because this is not the platform for it. We'll find one evening and talk about these things. But that's not part of love. That's why you can have a healthy, that's how you develop healthy. And seriously, sex clouds your judgments among many things. You don't think right, you don't think straight. Stay away from it. Just live life. Have
Mhm.
friends, have friendships, develop, get to know people, whether their purpose even align with yours. Every great man is not for you, every great woman is not for you. So form friendships.
Have you seen? I know you have. Put a one in the chat, you all. If you all have seen Off the Balloon, put a one in the chat if you've seen that ratchet
Oh,
movie.
I've seen it and I watch it a whole lot.
The first time I saw it, I did not think it was real because my husband was up late and he flips through like the little shorts on on YouTube, and I'm like, what is this trash? And it just kept going and going. I was like, oh my god, it was so
People
crazy.
are getting married on it. And the other show that I loved was
Mhm.
the one that I forgotten that I haven't watched in a long time, but the one Married at First Sight.
Married at First Sight. I watched a season of that. That was crazy. What did you think about that?
Oh my God! You know when my mothers and my grandmothers, they were what do you call it? They never really met their husbands,
Mm-hmm.
right? So the families choose for the children, and
Mm-hmm.
they come together as a couple.
Mm-hmm.
They don't get the opportunity to date. Queen G will say, "Hey, oh, my son will be great for your daughter, right? Why don't we, So arranged marriages, that's what they look like to me.
Mm-hmm.
With arranged marriages, that's what it looked like to me. Because the experts bring couples together based on certain assessments, okay, and the results of the assessment. So it's kind of an arranged relationship. But only this time, they've already signed the marriage certificate. The day they meet, the day they sign it. It's their marriage day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
You
anyway.
know what though? I think the difference with that is, I think it's a cultural thing and an expect when I mean say that like with the expectation, with the Married at First Sight, these people again, a lot of them lack mental foundations, emotional foundations. So you go into it saying that I'll do this thing, I'll spend this energy and this time, and if it doesn't work out, I can just walk away. I'll just walk away. I'll just have it annulled. I'll just divorce, and it's as simple as that. So I don't think again. I think it's mid Western civilization. It's not taken seriously the same. If that's all you can do is just sign a piece of paper and wash it away. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think we're serious about
So
real.
did a lot of I haven't watched it in so long, but it was a lot of drama surrounding. It was a lot of drama.
Mm-hmm.
And some people stayed married. I think they
Mm-hmm.
had what, up to a year or so to annul the
Mm-hmm.
marriage.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting. But what were you going to say about popping the balloon?
Oh, it's just weird. I just want to know if anybody has seen. It's just interesting how we, just the phrasing, find love or pop the balloon. I don't know what you expect to find when it comes to love in this room full of men or women with these red balloons, and that's what I'm saying, the illusion of love and what that looks like to answer your question from earlier, the illusion of what love looks like. A lot of hot air. It's a lot of hot air. So, in a red
But
balloon.
I think I've seen 3 couples out of the lot, or maybe 4,
Mm-hmm.
who are now married.
From Pop the Balloon?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen
Okay.
it. I watch it. I'm not gonna lie, I watch it.
Sorry, my son went to, and his little friend went to one of those tapings here in Indy maybe a year ago, and he said it was interesting. Unlike the Married at First Sight, though, it's just people just that's the thing. It's just people coming in, because I know, if I'm not mistaken, his friend got pulled up. They
What do
didn't
you
have
mean people coming in?
like when my son and his friend went, they didn't have enough people. I don't think they had enough males for one of the screenings, and his friend decided to go up, and volunteer, but I don't think it's. I mean, it's just people just looking for what the Married at First Sight. I can get with more so than the pop the balloon thing when it comes to looking for relationships. I don't think there's enough time. I don't know.
Is it not a similar concept to all these matchmaking websites? They use a certain criteria to
Mm-hmm.
pair people up. So you answer these questions, this person answer these questions, and then they bring you the options. And you look at
Yeah.
their statistics and stuff. And you so in Pop the Balloon, you get to screen a lot more people one
Yeah,
time and
kind of
ask
like speed
questions and answer
dating.
questions.
Okay,
So
kind of like speed dating.
yeah,
Okay.
it's like speed
Okay.
dating kind of. So yeah, you go out for a
Mhm.
few dates, you figure out, nah, oh, okay, maybe let's give it a try.
Yeah, I'd like to
So
see some follow up with that.
you should watch it. If you watch it, I have it on
They
my
had the
screen.
follow ups.
I've seen like four of them get married.
Okay.
Four couples get married.
Okay.
So yeah, it's and some people have a couple that I met, not met in person, but watched. They they paired up after the show though. Like I go to season 15, you go to 16, 13. I'm watching,
Okay.
okay, and I see you. I see that, oh, I like this guy. So they have a way of connecting because they put their Instagram handle on the things, right? So I reached out to you and DM you and say, I like this guy. This is a better match for me than the guys on my team. Right. So they connect. So for one couple that I won, that was the situation. They
Okay.
connected outside the show.
Okay.
So they were in different seasons. They didn't find their match and then they found the match in another season whilst watching. They DM the person.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean that's the world we live in now. Not that
It
Edith can do it.
is.
Edith can't.
It is.
I
It's
can't. I I can. A dating site. I tried one. A guy says to me, "What is a pastor doing here? This is not the platform for you." I said, "Why?" He said, "This is not the platform for you. I promise you, Mercedes, this is not the plan." And I don't know this guy from Adam. God went through him right then. I said, "Thank you very much," and I shut it down and never went there again. So I was just curious. I really was curious, but uh, he
Hmm.
kicked me out. He said, "What are you doing here?" I told you that story, right?
No, I
I
don't think
didn't. He
so.
said, "What are you doing here?" Because he reached out to me. We started chatting. We were talking, and he said, "What is a pastor doing here?" I said, "Trying to just make some friends." He says, "Nah, this is not the." He says, "You better get out of here because what they do here is definitely not what you were looking for." So yeah, he was very honest. He was very straight. I don't know why what he saw, but what he said, and straight up, I bowed out. And every day they send me. It's on Facebook, but
Hmm.
I've never opened it, and I'm not gonna open it. But it's the way of the world now.
It is.
It's the way of the world now. So I can't
It
do it though.
is.
I like the organic way. Somebody sees me, they like me, they approach me, they talk to me. I like that.
Yeah.
Man meets girl, girl says hello, girl smiles back. What is your name? You're beautiful. Have a conversation. Can I take you out on a date? Sure. That is nice.
Yeah.
But that's me. I'm old school. Everybody doesn't feel that way anyway. So
Yeah. I like it. I miss people, seeing people in healthy relationships. It's weird. I don't
right.
even 'Cause I don't think I have, well, I don't hang out with people like that anyways. I don't have a lot of married friends. I'm thinking. I don't have a lot of married friends. And I think that's strange at 43. I don't have a lot of married friends. I don't know.
Do you have a lot of friends though?
Well, that's why I was speaking slowly. Don't call me out like that, Queen. That's none of your business. It's none of your business. The ones I do
You see, we have to do. Okay, you have 10 friends. If you have 10 friends and three of them are married, it's good
it's
for
a good
your
number.
number of
It's a good number.
friends.
We're gonna retract that whole conversation right there toward the
See,
end.
yeah.
That is funny.
Yeah, friendships are important, and keep your friends.
Absolutely.
Keep your friends. But
Absolutely. Absolutely.
well, ladies, this has been light and nice, but I'll say this. Don't jump into bed if you're single. Don't just jump into bed. Your body is too valuable, too precious, too powerful to let anybody mess with it. Okay? Go out, have fun, have great conversations if you're single. Meet different people, healthy, pure friendships, and take your time to fall in love with you. Take good care of yourself, and you will encounter the right person. It's a beautiful thing to be single, and if that's the season in which you are, take all of it and make the most out of it. If you don't know how, I'll tell you. Love is sex is not love. Sex is for marriage to develop and deepen the level of intimacy between husband and wife. And I'm choosing my words very, very, very carefully. If you're married, oh, there's nothing more beautiful than two, the power of two. The Bible says that one shall put to flight 1,000, but two, tens of thousands, the multiplication effect. And what's two working really together, not two people living, not two single people living together. No. Togetherness, having that togetherness and oneness, meaning that even when we disagree, we can come to a level of compromise. We love and respect each other that way, that much. Working together in unity is the most powerful weapon God gave human to have dominion over the earth, to rule and to reign in your areas of expertise, in the projects and in the purpose you work together, if you find it and when you find it. So please, whatever season you are, whether divorced or single, right? Even widowed, okay, even widowed, heal all of it, divorced. Take the time to heal, become whole again. Take back everything that was taken from you or you gave away, however. And if you lost your spouse, my condolences, but heal too. Take time to heal. Become a better version of yourself. Someone says, I'm the best I can ever be. No, there's always room for improvement. As long as you're alive, there's room for life, there's room for better, there's room for improvement. Let's get better together, let's grow together. So if you desire a relationship and the relationship comes, you be at the best of yourself, and hopefully they bring the best version of themselves, and together you will conquer. But in the meantime, it's Valentine's Day. Single or married, get yourself or your spouse some nice gifts. Flowers, chocolates. I love chocolate. You can't go wrong with sending me chocolates. You know what I mean? Flowers, chocolates. Take yourself out for a walk. Put your feet up and watch a nice movie. Put up the fireplace, whatever it is, and enjoy life. It's a day for love. Love Jesus. Fall in love with Jesus, fall in love with self, fall in love with your spouse, and just enjoy this life. Life is too short. Make the most out of it. God bless you so much.
Before we go, the
I've
link is
not
in the
been do I've not
description.
been doing much on my Facebook Live, but I better start. I better start.
Yes,
Now I'll
yes.
get there. I better start, and I will
Yes.
soon. I love you. We love you. We appreciate you. Happy Valentine's Day. Queen G is married. Edith is single. We are both going to have amazing days. And so
Absolutely.
you do the same. We are not any different from you. You are either married or single. Okay, if you're widowed, divorced, you are still single. Okay, right now, that's what it is. If you're
Mhm.
married, you are married. There's no other way. You're married. Enjoy and have fun. Queen, jump into bed.
I am. My king is waiting for me. I'm about to snuggle back up and get back up and wash this hair. So again, well, I apologize for looking like I'm comfortable today in my skin,
You're
but I
comfortable,
am
don't apologize for
very
it.
comfortable. So we enjoyed hanging out with you all. I might have to go get me some chocolates watching Queen Edith over there. I told her I'm not big on chocolate. I saw they look good. You just over there smiling and happy. I'm gonna give me some chocolates. So you
All I needed
all,
was chocolate.
yes, love on yourselves, love one another, and we will see you next Saturday. We wish you peace, love, and blessings. Until then,
Mwah.
peace.